What does a ballet dancer have in common with a golfer? Counterbalance, as all great athletes do. So you can see how she has this nice little curve. She's reaching, and there's all that spinal flexion in there. But what's interesting is the primary mover and the direction of motion that actually causes this to happen and give it a very fluid look to it is to take this hip socket and she just moves it. So the more you move, she moves that hip socket out, the more she flexed and bent and created spinal flexion. So the primary mover, the direction, the force of movement was horizontal, causing the spine to flex in this direction. And the reason that's important is because that's a counterbalance. So her whole spine here, this is her spine. Oops, sorry about that. So here's her spine going all the way up to her neck. And it's probably right about down there. So there's a lot of that spinal flexion right on that portion. You can see how close her shoulder is to her thigh, but her spine is being supported by her butt and her hip and her glute muscles all here. That's her counterbalance. If she didn't move that hip way to the outside, the spine would be in a much more compromised position. So because the spine is flexed, this hip is actually supporting the whole spine. It's supporting her in that position. So that's just really important that golfers understand that all motion, not just the golf swing, has a counterbalance motion to it. And that's how the body's designed to move. That's one of the reasons that Downswing Move is probably the magic we've been looking for years in golf.